We invite you to learn about AAC and literacy through the PRC 2020 AAC Literacy Planner. The AAC Literacy Planner was designed as a tool to help educators, speech-language pathologists, and parents offer literacy activities for emergent learners using AAC. These are students who are learning how to communicate using their AAC communication systems and learning to enjoy books at the same time. Our AAC Literacy Planner incorporates best practices in literacy instruction. We've even included Common Core standards for use in the classroom. In each lesson, you will find 5 or 6 target words to model, some simple short-term objectives to help you know how to target your instruction. Also, in each section, you will see an Introduce the Story with ideas on how to read and model the target words. Please feel free to add additional vocabulary based on your students' individual needs. You'll find additional activities for sensory, craft, motor, writing, and music. You'll also find smart charts for Lampboards for Life 84 Full and Unity 84 Sequenced. You can use these when you're reading the story. If you need a different language configuration, feel free to use our free PASS software to make your own smart charts, or use our new Smart Chart generator on the AAC Language Lab. Our story for this month is called The Little Red Fort. It was written by Brenda Mayer, and the pictures were drawn by Sonia Sanchez. When using the Unity vocabulary, our target words are busy, fort, help, she, and who. You'll notice the Lampboards for Life vocabulary does not have the word fort. Instead, it has the word house. This is because the Lampboards for Life vocabulary does not come with the word fort programmed. However, you can add that word if you'd like, or you can use descriptive teaching methods to talk about the word fort. You could use words like little, red, and house. Use these words on the speech generating device as you read the story this month to model for the communication learner. This helps our AAC communicator learn how to use these words when talking about the story. In preparation for reading the story, I've used Vocabulary Builder, a feature within my software, to temporarily hide words that I don't want to show during this story. Sometimes I can turn Vocabulary Builder on to introduce the target words before reading my story, and then turn Vocabulary Builder off to bring back all of my students' words so he can use them for commenting or asking questions during the story.
Busy, fort, help, she, who.
Please pause while reading the story to interact with your communicator. We hope you enjoy this story. This story is called The Little Red Fort. It was written by Brenda Mayer, and the pictures were drawn by Sonia Sanchez. I see a girl. She has a hammer in her hand. She's standing in front of a little red house. Sometimes we call a playhouse a fort. There's also some boys there. I wonder what they're doing. Let's take a picture walk and find out. There's the girl. She has a pencil. She is drawing something. What do you think she is drawing? Here she is in the bathroom, and it looks like she's drawing again. Looks like she found some boards. I wonder if she's going to build something. I think we should read the story and find out. The Little Red Fort. Ruby's mind was always full of ideas. There's a lot of stuff in her bathroom. She looks really busy drawing something. One day she found some old boards. "Who wants to help me build something?" she asked her brothers. So she is going to build something, and she wants to know who can help her. Oscar Lee pretended not to hear her. Rodrigo gave her a look that could melt popsicles. Jose almost fell off the fence. "You don't know how to build anything," they said. Ruby shrugged. "Then I'll learn." She wants to build something, but nobody wants to help her. Let's see what she builds. And she did. She asked her brothers for help, but they would not help her. So she learned how to build something. I wonder what she's making. "Who wants to help me draw the plans?" Ruby asked. The boys clutched their sides and howled with laughter. "Not me," said Oscar Lee. "I don't think so," said Rodrigo. "No way," said Jose. "I'm too busy." "Fine," said Ruby. "I'll draw them myself." Her brothers do not want to help her. So she is going to draw the plans herself. And she did. She looks really busy. She's busy drawing something. What do you think she's drawing? It looks like a little red house. I wonder who that man is. Satisfied with her plans, Ruby asked, "Who wants to help me gather the supplies?" "Not me," said Oscar Lee. "I don't think so," said Rodrigo. "No way," said Jose. "I'm too busy." "Fine," said Ruby. "I'll gather them myself." Ruby asked, "Who will help me?" No one will help her. They all say they're too busy. I guess she will have to do it all by herself. Do you think those boys are really too busy to help her? And she did. Looks like someone is helping her. I wonder who that is. Maybe it's her mom. When all the supplies were gathered, Ruby asked, "Who wants to help me cut the boards?" "Not me," said Oscar Lee. "I don't think so," said Rodrigo. "No way," said Jose. "I'm too busy." "Fine," said Ruby. "I'll cut them myself." Look at all the supplies she has. I see some boards and a saw. She's going to be busy making something. And she did. I see that she is wearing some safety glasses when she's working. I wonder who that is that's giving her some help. They seem really busy. When all the boards were neatly cut, Ruby sang, "Who wants to help me hammer in the nails?" "Not me," said Oscar Lee. "I don't think so," said Rodrigo. "No way," said Jose. "I'm too busy." "Fine," said Ruby. "I'll hammer them myself." Who do you think looks busy on this page? I don't think Ruby's brothers look busy. They look like they're playing or sleeping. She looks busy. And she did. She has some help. Soon Ruby's creation was complete. "Who wants to play in my fort?" she called. Me, said Oscar Lee. "Let's go," said Rodrigo. "I'll play," said Jose. "I'm not busy anymore." Wow, look at the cool fort that Ruby built. She asked, "Who wants to play with me in my fort?" Her brothers say they aren't busy anymore and they want to play. What do you think she will say? Will she let them play with her? "Not so fast," Ruby said. "You didn't help me draw the plans or gather the supplies or cut the boards or hammer the nails. You said I didn't know how to build. And you laughed at me. I'm going to play in the fort by myself." She reminded them that they wouldn't help her. She had to build the fort all by herself. Ruby says she's going to play in the fort all by herself. What do you think she should do? And she did. She decided to play in the fort all by herself. I wonder how she felt playing by herself. "We didn't want to play anyway," the boys said, but they did. So they huddled, whispered, and got straight to work. Oscar Lee made a mailbox. Rodrigo planted flowers. Jose painted the fort fire engine red. Ruby was delighted. Looks like the boys aren't too busy to help now. They all made something nice for the fort. That evening, the boys followed a delicious aroma to a fort warming party. "Who wants to help me clean this plate?" Ruby asked. "We do," the boys said. "Ruby has some cookies." She's in her fort. This time when she said, "Who wants to help me?" the boys said, "We do," because they want to eat the cookies. And they did. She let them come into the fort and eat her cookies because they all helped her make the fort a nicer place. The author even gives you directions on how to build a fort of your own. How fun!